Hello and welcome to Castanet's Weekend Review. I'm Jen Zielinski. Our top story. Ellis Street was shut down Friday morning after witnesses say a scene of mayhem took place. A 42-year-old man that is in custody faces a slew of charges ranging from assault of a police officer to robbery.
When RCMP received reports of an assault that had occurred on Ellis Street, the officer was approached by some passerby witnesses who reported the alleged assault that had occurred. The officer went to turn his police vehicle and head to that scene when he was struck by the alleged suspect vehicle, apparently fleeing from the scene. That suspect of the vehicle exited his vehicle and advanced on the officer, and with the assistance of some nearby construction workers, they were able to control the suspect, who was taken into custody.
The suspect is also to have allegedly stolen a child's backpack and assaulted the father who was carrying it. Hundreds of people in the South Okanagan showed up to a Save Our Schools rally this week at a Soyuz secondary school. Students left their classroom to join local residents and politicians who are frustrated with the possibility of 2 school closures. A looming budget crisis due to declining enrollment, reduced provincial funding, and excess classroom capacity is pushing the Okanagan-Similkameen School District Board to consider closing either a Soyuz secondary school or a Soyuz elementary. The board is expected to make a decision on the school closure on April 6th. Boating season is right around the corner, and while many are thinking about heading out onto BC's lakes, the provincial government is making plans to stop certain species from entering the water. A $2 million boost to the invasive mussel defense program was announced by Premier Christy Clark in West Kelowna this week. This will see 8 permanent mussel inspection stations installed at major entry points along BC borders.
And then for more coverage during peak travel times, we're more than doubling the number of specially trained conservation officers. It's going from 12 to 32. And they will be stationed at each site 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. They are going to be able to identify and quarantine several kinds of invasive species. They're going to be looking at milfoil and flora species as well, but they will be focusing in particular on invasive mussels.
The government says the threat of invasive mussels could cost the province $43 million a year. Nearly 75 families visit the Shoe Bank in Kelowna for footwear every week. They need everything from dress shoes to kids' shoes to work boots. Well, the demand is high, especially for spring and summer footwear. The Shoe Bank Canada is kicking off their annual shoe drive to ask for donations.
April 1st to April 30th. Yep. shoebankcanada.com for all the locations. At least, well, right now there's probably a couple hundred up there right now, but there's another 100 that probably go on the next few days.
This year, the Shoe Bank Canada is partnering up with Big Brothers and Sisters to launch the Big Shoes, Little Feet program. The O'Keefe Ranch is planning a project that will hopefully become a major money earner for the historic site. A red barn will be built on the property to host year-round events.
A lot of the works is going to be through employment grants. A lot of the funding will come through different government agencies. The project itself, we're just in the proceeds of sitting down and designing the facilities, but we think it's going to be 1.5 plus.
If the barn is a go, the ranch will look to hire local trades to conduct the build. Motorists on Sexsmith were none too pleased with what might have been a goose's idea of an April Fool's joke. Castanet reporter Nick Johansson caught this bird causing havoc on the road Friday. Traffic was backed up due to the stubborn goose, who refused to move until a man came barreling down on it with a broom to chase the goose from the road. Well, that wraps up Castanet's Weekend Review. I'm Jen Zielinski. Thanks for watching.